Okay, so it seems like we have a little bit of an update on the Deme situation. Now, obviously, I talked about this yesterday, and it was actually my last video, I'm pretty sure. Essentially, what's been going on is Deme has made a post on, online talking about a discussion about whether streaming is hard, and obviously Deme says here that it's really not. And obviously, this part of the kind of whole situation is almost irrelevant to what is going on. I mean, pretty much someone else decided to share their opinion and they ended up getting blocked. And there was also a kind of clip which kind of surfaced of, obviously her reacting to some of the kind of replies to this big tweet that Deme actually first put out. And obviously, yeah, it ended up getting copyright struck and got taken down by Deme herself, which obviously has caused a lot of backlash. And obviously this VTuber who responded to Deme called Monia has also been pretty not happy about it. And yeah, again, it's not nice at all, but it seems like there's been some more stuff coming out, including the actual clip and including the actual kind of stream VOD that is, come out from this. And obviously it's still up right now, and I want to go through some of it and show you guys just what is going on, because I've been told it's not very nice in terms of the way that, Deme is speaking about this person, Monia. And obviously, I just want to go through this first. Obviously, it's a reply. And if you guys want to go see any of the context to this stuff, there is a previous video. I definitely recommend going to go watch that. It will be in the description down below. But essentially, they say, made up a complete bull about me, complained that engaging with your community is so hard, like reposting fan art, and the most fun part of content creation. Blocked her over that because I don't want to interact with or see her post because it looked like she's just another streamer who sees it as a business, and that take was stupid to showcase why streaming is hard. Then farmed me not wanting to engage with her and played victim when said nothing at first. Then I reacted to her because she was just farming at me. You're so tiring. So yeah, essentially some of the screenshots. Obviously, they say it's easy when you got a whole corporate manager backing you, which obviously was the original reply that we saw. Said, my bad, he's right. Engaging with my community is mentally draining. Isn't mentally draining at all. I just casually replied to almost every DM. Stay active in Discord, chat off stream, make small talk in DMs, and reply, repost fan art. So relaxing, like a spa day. Which again, I mean, you can have your own opinions about that. And again, I'm not even faulting Deme for blocking this person. I mean, if you want to block them, you don't want to interact with them, that's totally up to you. But I do think some of the other kind of, fire that has gone out over this, and, that has gone over to other people, including this one fan clip account, being literally, taken down. I think that is where it gets one step too far, I think Demi is free to block whoever she wants, but whenever you start copyright striking some channels just because they shared, like, maybe a bad moment from a stream, I do think it's, like, not exactly the best thing to do. They say, sorry, you can't handle another opinion, I guess. Obviously, that's what they're saying, and then, yeah. I mean, obviously that was their kind of reasoning for that, but essentially this was the clip because I actually got informed by Rosie that it was pretty bad, and I think Rosie's got a video coming out about this as well, if you guys want to go see that. But essentially, this is where it starts from. At least that's from what I've seen in terms of the clips and what I've seen in terms of all of this stuff that has been going on. Okay, so here's another bit of a clip from around the stream. Sorry, this is like really jumpy. It's just like due to the fact of this person taking down the clip channel, it's really hard to find all of the clips in one like massive 7-hour-long VOD. But again, here's a little bit of a clip of her talking about it all.
I don't. You know why I feel like I don't, and I'm so fucking lucky, and I'm actually appreciative of everything that I've grown and stuff like that. It's because I'm just sitting in my ass playing video games. We are sitting in our ass playing video games, and dude, are we really complaining about that? Are we really complaining about that? That's insane. Anyway, bitch, I fucking blocked her because it was so stupid. Look at this fucking thing. I could not believe. Cybermore, thank you so much for the tier 1. Dude, you know what? When I got my first ever subscriber, I was so shocked that people would even like spend money on me, to the point where somebody donated to me before, and I told them, like, can I please refund it? It feels too much. Because I was like genuinely not used to the concept of people sending me free money for me not doing anything. And it took me a long time. Oh my god, I think they're just doing it for clout. Do better, be better. Exactly. Oh my god, look at this take. Prepare for this take.
So now she's going into Monia's take.
It's easy when you got a whole team. You're talking to me? Me. Bitch, you don't even know who the fuck I am to be saying that shit to me. Honey bunny, honey, this is a tier 1. A team? What fucking team? What fucking team? I have been solo since fucking 5 years. A manager? What fucking manager? What manager? Guys, what manager? Where's the manager right now? A corpo backing you. What corpo? Guys, where's the corpo? Guys, you need a man? Okay, where's the corpo, guys? Corpo? Any corpo? But doing it all solo, not so much. You're marketing yourself outside of streaming. So this is not even talking about streaming anymore. This is talking about growing your community, which I didn't even say anything about. I never said that growing your community is easy. I said streaming is easy. Did I say growing your streaming is easy? No. Engaging with your community. Bitch, do you even like streaming? Do you even like creating?
I mean, as you can tell here, you know, she's very, very heated. And I think that obviously this doesn't come across very well, especially on stream. And especially considering the fact that, you know, obviously she's decided to block Monya. And I think that's totally fine, as I said throughout this entire video. But I think that, you know, obviously blocking them and then going on a big, like, tirade about them and, like, kind of mocking them and essentially just being very rude towards them, I think that obviously that doesn't look so great. And I feel like obviously, you know, blocking someone and then making fun of them on the internet is not the best of looks. At least me personally, I would say that. But obviously I can tell why she's annoyed. But at the same time, whenever you open up a discussion post, you can kind of expect people to, you know, kind of have a discussion. I don't know what she was kind of expecting.
An audience? Isn't the whole point of streaming creating an audience and engaging with your community? Like, dude, God, guys, I could not imagine. I can imagine engaging with your community. Oh, brother, dude. We're really complaining about engaging with your community. Guys, I can't believe I have to look at my chat. Guys, I can't believe I have to look at my chat.
I mean, to be fair, you know, there are points in this that Monya makes, which I definitely don't agree with. Like, for example, engaging with the community. I mean, that isn't really a hard part of streaming and things. But I think, like, more of the angle that I'm coming at from is not the fact of the actual points that Monya is bringing up, and not the actual points that Deme is bringing up. It's more so the way that both of them have kind of handled this entire situation in terms of the blocking and making fun of people and kind of putting them on blast. I think that is the main issue that I have with this. Again, I do have some thoughts about the other stuff, but I don't really care.
Okay, so you're in it for the fucking money. God, you're just like fucking Cinder. That's the reason why fucking the Cinder situation even fucking happened. Because you can't even...
And there is the clip. Okay, I've never heard that clip until today. Obviously, I knew about it because people talked about it. But bro, straight up compared Monya to Cinder, which I think is pretty crazy.
Making real fucking friend. You're only seeing numbers. Oh, numbers. Let me look at numbers, dude. Your greed is fucking just business, guys. It's just fucking business over here. Guys, people like this is the reason why streaming is not as fun. Because you lack people who genuinely, and this is the reason why people with passion actually grow. Because holy fuck, if you're only here for the money, no wonder it's so fucking hard for you.
Brother, I mean, comparing someone to Cinder is absolutely crazy. As I said before, you know, I've covered so much of Cinder over on this channel. I don't think anything can compare to what she kind of does. And I think that, kind of did, sorry. And I think that, you know, kind of, you know, likening to her for handling business relationships and things is, yeah, completely wrong. And obviously, I think a lot of people have different approaches whenever it comes to content creation. If you're in it for the money, then you're in it for the money. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, fault you for that. Everyone has their own kind of, I guess, motivation whenever it comes to creating content, whether that's they're passionate about creating something good, they're passionate about, you know, making money, they're passionate about the fact that they just enjoy streaming. They, you know, it doesn't matter what it is. Everyone has their own intentions. I think shaming someone for just wanting to make money is totally fine. And obviously, I don't think that's exactly what Monya wants to do either. But again, obviously, that's what Deme has kind of taken out of this. And I think that everybody can have their own intentions and everyone can have their own motivations whenever it comes to streaming, even if it is money. And I think, yeah, faulting people for that, I don't think that's very, very right.
Editing shorts, again, that's fucking outside of streaming. God lord, dude. Outside of streaming! This is not even about it. I mean, planning your next move.
Again, I don't know why she's being so aggressive about this. Obviously, it sounds like, you know, she's kind of crashing out a little bit. She's kind of, you know, screaming and shouting about this kind of stuff. And I do understand that maybe there are some points here that, you know, might fly over. You know, maybe you are specifically talking about streaming and streaming as an act. And, you know, obviously it doesn't include editing shorts. It doesn't include all of this other stuff, which you're saying. But, you know, maybe it could have been handled in a bit of a nicer way. Maybe it could have been handled in a nice reply to this kind of stuff, you know, instead of blocking her and then putting her on blast over on your Twitch channel, which has quite a lot of views. I mean, this VOD is on 61,000 views, so I can assume that the average viewership was quite high.
What the fuck do you even stream? What does she even stream? Plan her next fucking move.
Now she's going through her account.
Guys, I have to play Marvel Rivals.
Now she's making fun of her playing Marvel Rivals.
Guys, League of Guys, I have to play Wuthering Waves. My next move. My next fucking move, guys. Oh, it's the next move. Get a grab of fucking reality. Oh God. God, handling biz relationships. You mean having friends or? Oh my God. Oh my God. So you're telling me I have to plan to play games for a living? I have to talk with my chat. I have to actually talk to other streamers. Dude, oh my God. You know what? I feel like if a streamer like contacts her and it's not the same size as her, she probably goes like, oh, look at this fucking nobody. She 100% does that kind of shit. Oh my God.
Again, I'm making assumptions about this person. Deme has no clue who this person is. Again, I feel like, you know, hey, maybe they are like that. Maybe, you know, they do exactly what Deme said. But at the same time, you know, we don't know that. There was no indicators towards that. I feel like, again, that's just very rude.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. I can't imagine how people agree with this shit. Also, here, have some great money. Megamathias, thank you so much. Guys, let's read my post again. So we all remember what I actually did write. So you don't have the wrong idea. I hate when people say streaming is hard. Did I say growing a stream? Oh, no. Did I say whatever? No, I said streaming.
Most of these tasks can be applied to literally any other job.
Exactly! Exactly! Dude, just say that you don't want to do it, dude. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Bro, I honestly, I don't think I've seen someone react this hard since like probably an Overwatch game back in like 2020. I mean, bro.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Sunny oh my God, an OG. Sunny Jack, how are
It's
you?
harder than a real job because obs sucks balls, bro.
Oh my God, guys, following since 2019-0501. One of my
So
first
yeah,
subscribers.
obviously that is essentially most of it.
Why you said that, right? You would understand, right? That I said it because I do it for a living. Oh, okay. Because being able to sit on my ass all day yapping, playing video games, and
Yeah, you can kind of get the idea of it. As I said, Rosie Belmu has got a video coming out. I don't know if she's covered exactly the same thing that I've covered, but again, there might be more stuff over there if you guys want to go watch that. But I do think it's one of these situations that I think it was a little bit rude and just not unnecessary to be kind of going this hard, especially with the amount of like screaming and shouting towards this person, just based on an opinion, on an opinionated post. I mean, it's totally okay, I think, for Monya to share her opinion on your post. Now, if you don't like that fact and you want to block them, then go ahead. But I think it is kind of a scummy move to then go ahead and blast them on your stream while you have them blocked and they're unable to reply, and then also likening them to people like Cinder, who have already done terrible things in the community and saying that they're in it just for the money. Again, as I said, there's no problem with, you know, them being in it just for the money, but I think you're making a lot of assumptions about this person without really looking into it, you know. And obviously you said, you know, you had no intention of really interacting with this person whatsoever, so I think that making assumptions and kind of going after them on stream is just a little bit unfair, especially whenever you have them blocked and they are unable to reply to any of the stuff that is coming out unless it's through like a video, you know. And I think that is one of the kind of things you need to take from this. I mean, I don't think Demi is exactly a bad person. I mean, I feel like Demi, you know, could you know, just have a little bit of a kind of passion whenever it comes to this kind of stuff, and maybe, you know, she was getting very passionate over this kind of stuff, but it just definitely doesn't look good for anybody at the moment. And I think that, you know, obviously this stream clip does not help her in any way. I'd never you know, obviously there's all this talk about a stream clip and her liking her to Cinder, people like that, which again was pretty crazy, but I'd never seen the actual clip, and that is the clip obviously that, you know, I think a lot of people have been talking about, and I'm assuming it was also in here as well. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Obviously, you know, I'll keep you guys up to date if anything else does happen, and yeah, I just want to just kind of clarify, you know, some of the things that have gone on. Again, I don't think Demi is overly a bad person or anything. I just think that, you know, maybe she could be a little bit more tamer in terms of, you know, going after random people on Twitter. But yeah, you know, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.